and welcome to Don't Filter Feelings. If you've listened to this podcast before, welcome back. And if this is the first time you've had us in your ears, well then, hello. I'm Lauren Layfield, and on this podcast we have conversations about issues that matter with people who have stories to share. And this episode is all about the dark side of social media. And I'm with Chelsea Healy, Alex Hoban and Jack Fincham.
I don't lie, you end up sitting there scrolling through Instagram, your little thing goes numb sometimes. When I happen, then I think, well, I'm looking at this all day, and it ain't real, is it?
Chelsea, Alex and Jack, welcome to Don't Filter Feelings. We're currently recording this podcast in the Lomax's living room. Chelsea, is this where you do many of your scenes?
You know what? No, I've not filmed one scene in here.
You're not?
No.
Have you been in here?
We do in here? Yeah, I have been in here because if someone's coming to do, what's it called now, a screen test. So if I was having someone that was coming in to be in my family, then we'd come in here and do it.
You get to choose your own
It's
family.
so realistic in here, isn't it?
Well, we have a little bit of a say, so yeah.
Amazing.
Chelsea, how are you feeling today?
You know what? I'm good. I've done one scene this morning, 2 green teas. I'm good to go.
She is ready. Let's go around the table. Alex, how are we feeling today? You have to answer honestly.
Yeah,
you don't have to just say good.
I'm buzzing. Even before this podcast, it was funny. Everyone was cracking me up.
Aww.
And also, it was like 7 a.m. wake up. I was like, oh no, it's going to be a shocker. I'm going to just crash by the time I get up there. But I had a full English on the way. Ready to go. Carved up.
I met him on the platform. He went, "Did you have to feel English?" I went, "Yeah, I did."
Yeah.
I'm not used to it. I'm not used to it.
Jack, come on then, how are you feeling?
I'm tired. I woke up at 3:30 this morning.
Why?
Well, no, because basically, I had to get the 5:08 train from near where I live, right? And my alarm went. I woke up at midnight, sort of 3:30. I thought I can't.
What time did you go to bed?
But I set my alarm for 4, and I woke up 3:30. What's the point in going back to bed? So I thought we'll just stay up now. So I'm
what
tired.
What time did you go to
Ride
bed?
it out.
That's
Ride
the
it
key.
out. Huh?
Did you go to an early bedtime or not?
No, messed it up.
Right. Well, there you go. You've only
I
got
was
yourself
looking
to
at my
blame.
phone, wasn't I?
Yeah.
That's a nightmare, isn't it?
Well,
worst.
that leads on very, very nicely
doesn't
to
it?
today's conversation because we are going to be talking about social media today. Obviously, you've all had your own experiences with social media, and I'm assuming some of it's been good, but some of it has not been so good.
Yeah.
So the extra question we're going to ask you today is, what was the last hurtful comment that you had on social media? Nervous laughter from everyone.
Because I've got something funny, right? So some kid has sent me this morning. I don't even know if I can say this, but I had to screenshot it because it made me laugh.
Okay, go on, share it with the group, and then let's have a think if it's actually funny or not.
He's gone. You've got a slab head, mate. I didn't take offence to that, but that's really funny.
Yeah,
isn't it?
do you know what? I think the wording of it is funny, but you know what? No, it's not.
Someone might turn around and go.
Just rewind, what's a slab head?
It's a
Well,
big
obviously
head.
me, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Like, that was a large head.
A big
Apparently
head.
so.
A big nut.
Apparently so. It's a big Swede. So
What do you think when you first read that?
No, right. So first of all, because I've got thick skin,
Yeah.
I've read that. I've gone, yeah, boys, you ain't gonna believe. Look at this is funny, and then everyone go, yeah, you have, mate. But it's not. You shouldn't be just. Okay, put it this way, right? I wouldn't walk up to someone in the street and go, oi, you slab it.
Yeah.
Because you get a smack in the mouth, wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
for
sure.
Because people are online, they think, I could just say it to them.
Yeah, of course. I think they get ahead of themselves,
Because they do.
don't
They
they?
think they can just say it
Yeah.
because you can't really reply. And I've seen it.
Do you know what, as well, like you say, you're thick-skinned. Like, imagine if you wasn't, and you're saying that, I think...
Don't get me wrong.
that's awful,
Some things,
you know.
it's the personal things. Some things do get to you.
And I think as well,
the odd one.
it's what mood you're in as well.
Yeah, of course
Do
it
you
is.
know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah. Oh, well.
Chelsea, last hurtful comment? Was it
You know
anything
what?
like slab
Like
head?
Jack said, I'm thick-skinned, and it definitely depends what mood I'm in. If I'm waking up on a hangover, you're getting it straight back. But you know what?
Do you ever reply to people? Because I sometimes...
Well, I shouldn't. But you know,
Really?
the only thing really that gets to me is when they bring my daughter into it. Do you know what? You can say whatever you want about me, but as soon as you bring her, it's game over.
And people do that
And
then?
that is hurtful. Yeah,
That's a
of
little
course.
bit,
You don't. No. You don't ever stoop that low to call it. You know.
So they're the ones that
horrible.
really wind
They're
you
the
up
ones-
now?
yeah.
And how often do you get your family being called out?
Quite a bit.
Really?
Really? But why?
What
I don't
people
get
do.
why they think this is all right, though. Like I said, you wouldn't just go up to
Do you know
someone
what?
and go,
No, yeah, I know exactly. I know there was a comment yesterday, and Coco has started swearing, which is really bad, but I shouldn't laugh. But she
How
said,
old is Coco?
Coco's 2, but she said a swear word when she dropped something, and someone said, "Oh, Mum's too busy pouting," and because I
see.
literally got the video like right on cue. I work. I full-time job, yeah? When I'm not working, I'm with me baby. Don't ever tell me. Do you know what, like,
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
you don't know anything, so say what you want about me, but my daughter is out
And
about.
has anything that anyone has said directly about you in the past ever bugged you?
When I first started and I was doing Strictly, like, I used to get called baby hippo and everything, and back then, I was younger and I couldn't take that, but I think as I've got older, I'm more wise, I'm a big woman, whatever you say, it don't determine
And
me.
also, I guess you kind of realise, like, even if you start saying, like, oh, that upset me, or that, it doesn't stop people doing it.
Like, it's just getting older and wiser, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think when you're content in yourself, whatever somebody says, it ain't going to affect me because I know me. Do you know what I'm saying?
What's your usage of social media generally then on a day-to-day basis? How much do you use it? What do you use it for?
I don't lie, you end up sitting there, don't you, scrolling through Instagram, your little thing goes numb sometimes.
Yeah,
when it happens, then I think, well, I'm looking at this all day, like, and it ain't real, is it? Like,
No, it isn't.
What was it like for you when you first came off Love
I
Island?
couldn't even imagine.
Like, you had, like, million...
when we first got the first day, my phone just broke down. Because obviously I had notifications on before, do you know what I mean? And as I turned them on, it went mad, and it just broke down, and the phone was just like black. And I thought, oh, right then.
I don't think I'd be able to cope.
And
with
also,
that.
like, before, you got to think when you're using like your social media before, like, I'd film anything, mate. I mean, my mates out and that, I could never do any half of that.
What was it? Was it
That's what I mean.
a pen salesman?
No, I used to do you know what, me and my, I used
What
to
was
work,
that?
So I was actually a sales director at an office supply and stationery company. So I used to work there.
Why did you get a rip as being just a pen salesman then?
I don't know. You are SciTV. That's what I thought that. I come out and I went, hang on a minute, we do printers and everything. You're having a laugh, you know?
You got your sales deck
make the
out.
story that little bit better.
Printers, we do everything. Like, cheap.
So you've gone from that, doing your printers, doing your pens, living an awful life, filming stuff all the time, putting it on like social media, not even thinking, to then it's kind of like lockdown.
I'm still in that, but the thing is, I'm still in that mind frame sometimes where, like, I go out and I'll film, like, so I'm laughing, I don't know, in the car or whatever, then you think, oh, hang on a minute, someone says that in the background, it's going to offend someone.
You need to second guess it, don't
Whereas
you?
I'm not going to lie, I'm still getting used to it, I'm still going to make mistakes, I'm only human.
So you've gone into Love Island, you've come out, suddenly it's like bam, like 1 million followers or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was like 1.2 when I first, like, the first day, mate. Honestly, the phone just blew up.
So how do you prepare for that? Did you have any help preparing for that?
Do you know what? I didn't, because a lot of people had like a really long audition process. Mine was literally like straight away. So I didn't have any time to process it, and I just carried on as I was. I just sort of forgot about it. They said, like, you're going to be on the show. Then I just forgot about it. And this was like back in like sort of February. So I then 3 months just going out doing the normal thing that I've normally done. Then all of a sudden, it come round the week before. I remember I was in the garden. My mum's, I was doing a barbecue for my sister. I went, Mum, I don't think I can do it.
Did you have a freak?
I don't think I can do it. I said, I don't think I can do it. And then, like, you can't prepare for that. You literally can't prepare for it.
I think to go into something like that, I think you need to be really level-headed. Do you know what I'm saying? You just seem on a level. Do you know what I mean?
You got to be, because if you...
But you know what? Some people aren't.
That's
Do you know
what I mean.
Like, a lot of 19 and 20-year-olds are going to Love Island now.
That's when I was a bit old. I was 26. Do you know what I mean? So I already had my life together. Do you know what I mean?
And how did you deal with that? When you come out, you open up your phone, you open up Instagram, there's 1 million followers on there. How did you deal with that? What went through your head?
Mate, I didn't know what to do. It's just like, because all of a sudden you think to yourself, everyone knows me, don't they?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's really weird. And I didn't think about what I was going to do afterwards. I just thought, right, that's when you need everyone around you. And that's why they're such a good team, because when... You know, when you first come out, they all sit there and you've done a lesson on, you know, that you're kind of now like public property. You kind of, you know,
that's a horrible word, isn't it?
It's a weird word, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people talk to me now, they go, "You right?" I go, "Yeah, mate."
Like that bloke on the train, I saw him doing that. The guy on the train, and he's like calling you. He's like, "You're a bit early for you, Jack."
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Really?
Honestly,
I was like, who is this bloke?
So he went, I'm sitting there with headphones, and he went, and I went, "On what?" He went, "A bit early for you, innit?"
How does he know that?
So I had like, so they done a really big talk on this, like the ITV team done a big talk on it, and they kind of prepare you, and then you just got to get a good team around you to sort of manage it. Because if you was on your own with it, you would go, well, what do I do now?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think many people would cope.
Nah, mate, never.
And I guess family and friends, like
They're
your
really
OGs,
important.
that
Keep
must
the
be
original
hard.
people around you. 'Cause a lot of people come.
Gay dots.
You know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah.
Keep the original people around you.
Because if not, I think your head can just go, surely.
Mate.
And when you do get those horrible comments...
Because they don't care who you are.
Alex, you were on The Circle.
I was.
And that was having you pretend to be somebody else.
Yeah, it was
what was that like?
It was weird. It's a social media show. We're all stuck in a block of flats and we never met each other. We just lived in our own little flats.
Is it an actual block of flats?
Yeah, and you could be anyone you wanted to be, basically, because you never met each other. So I pretended.
Essentially, you were not a troll per se,
Yeah,
but you were creating a different persona.
Yeah.
Did you go in there knowing that you was going to do that?
Yeah. I thought that women did better on social media in general, like from what I'd seen. So I thought, if I'm going to win this show, I should be a woman. And it developed from there into me pretending to be my missus, which then just got out of control, and it's like whirlwind.
Didn't you say that everyone was driving her mad? Like,
yeah, outside. I think that was the hardest thing for me in there, was that like she was still outside. I was stuck in this bubble where I didn't have a phone. I was locked in a flat all day, but she was still in the outside world. So whatever I did on there affected her, I guess. But yeah,
her face, isn't it?
It was weird. It was a really weird show.
And so you had to essentially convince other contestants that you were a girl called Kate.
Yeah, I was a girl called Kate.
And if you managed to convince them, you would win the competition.
Yeah, win the competition. But then there's also the question of who is everyone else. I didn't know if anyone else was real because I'm being someone else. So I was like, I just presumed everyone was fake. There's this granddad on there, and I was like, yes, there's like this old bloke on social media. Like,
I bet he's about 17.
It was a 15-year-old woman, like not 15-year-old, she was like 18 maybe, chick from Ireland or something.
Oh, goodness.
This girl.
I don't know about
I pretended, I'd be like calling him granddad.
Can you tell me the story again of when you met the bloke then? Because the bloke liked you, didn't he?
So this guy called Dan was really into Kate.
This is amazing.
And I kept trying to push him away, but he wasn't listening.
Come on,
I'd never done anything before. He kept calling me cutie and stuff. It was so awkward. And she's my girlfriend, which made it even more awkward. And he's like 6'8", absolute tank. And I had to walk into this room at the end, and he's like,
they kissed, and that's why I like it.
And now we're together.
What?
Yeah, now we're together.
But that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's men's. I know he did.
It was a really lovely love story.
Yeah,
and that's what I love.
It?
No, yous are having me on. Don't. I might be colourful, but I'm not that colourful. Don't.
He was like, who are you? And I was like, I'm Kate. And then just all hell ensued after that.
God.
Was he livid?
Oh, I've never seen anyone so angry.
Must have felt like it's been done over. Like, you know what I mean?
Hadn't seen anyone in a month.
You felt for it, like you're going like, oh, I spurred Kate like she's a salt and that. Gonna go meet her now.
Yeah.
And for it to be humiliated on TV as well.
Oh no! But everyone must be laughing at him, right? Imagine being his mates, right? Watching him go to him. Hello, cutie. How you doing? And I just think, wow.
And he was like in the bath and stuff. Like you could, when watching it back, he's been in like the bath and he was like having a convo with me. I didn't even know. Yeah.
Shut right.
Goodness
it was.
me.
But yeah, the poor guy. He got fooled.
So you mates?
Yeah, we did a podcast together. We had a podcast afterwards.
So he's forgiven you?
Yeah, he kind of forgave me quite quickly after he realised that was the whole point of the show.
There had never been a TV series before then around social media. We'd seen social situations like Big Brother and even Love Island and things like that, but never really social media. Do you think it did a good thing in terms of, did it represent social media well or badly? I
think it demonstrated the dangers of social media, and that was one of my intentions as well, because I had been catfished before, like properly catfished.
No, come and tell us your story, please.
Well, it was a weird one. It wasn't the best story. Like did
you go and meet him in that? And it turns out
on Tinder. Yeah. So
no, hang on, wait. You could go on the show then, really? Like I could have been on the show.
Yeah, that's one of my reasons for doing it.
So go on, tell us what happened with the catfish.
So I met this really hot like Canadian chick when I was living in Australia on Tinder. She's like this blonde girl. And I thought, absolute rocket, like, I'm in here. I'm in here, shaved my pubes and everything, like, I was ready. I tip up to this.
You went full Paul.
I went full, Brazilian.
Yeah, the tashed a lot.
Exactly, yeah. So I went landing strip and all sorts. I went up to, I went to this restaurant and I was like, I'm in here, like, we'll meet here at this time. And, like, no one turned up for ages. And I was like, well, that's weird. And there was like this geezer who was at the bar and he kept looking at me and I was but then he came over and he was just like, I just wanted to come and introduce myself, like we've been talking on Tinder.
Right. But what did you say? Because first of all,
what's your reaction to that?
I'm too nice, but he's like sat down and stuff and I was just like,
did you have a drink with him?
Well, no, he was just like, I'm gonna order. I was like, no, you're not. I'm like,
straight.
How are they gonna put a stop to it?
You ain't.
No.
I think I put something out on social media last night asking young girls particularly, like what's the kind of biggest stuff that they're facing, and the amount of DMs I got, and they're all saying the same things, and it was all like loads of it was social media, loads of it was on social media, because now, as opposed to when I was in school, you could go to school and you could have an argument and you could go home, you wouldn't have to hear the end. That would be the end of it. And now it carries on, and there's mean messages coming through on WhatsApp and Snapchat and Insta.
And like you say, like videos of people getting bullied, they're getting uploaded, and it's awful.
Yeah. How has life been since the circle then for you, Alex? Because like Jack, you went into it as a complete unknown.
Yeah, that when you get your phone back, it's pretty mad.
It's weird, isn't it?
You get so many messages, and all your mates coming out the woodwork. You're like, you bullied me at year 8.
Yeah.
Like, why are you asking for a drink?
I didn't like you anyway.
Yeah.
Why do you want to make that?
Yeah. Stuff like that. But it's been good. It was initially like really intense. There's like loads of criticism obviously for what I was doing on the show, and there's loads of positives too.
What were people critiquing?
Just like the catfishing thing, and people thinking that I was like encouraging people because I won money from it, that I was encouraging them to like do that and stuff. But
you can never win with everyone.
Yeah, you're never going to win.
You literally can't win. That's what you do. No. Someone will hate it, someone will love it. You can't argue with every person.
No.
Sometimes I went for a stage replying to everyone.
Yeah, do you reply? That's my next question.
If it concerns me, baby, 100% I'm going in. I just can't.
What do you get from it though?
I feel a little bit better again. No, not even. Do you know what? No, I try not to. But when people talk on my daughter, I can't not. And judging me for the mother that I am, when I know that I try my best, it hurts. Yeah. It does hurt.
So you know you're a good mum.
Yeah,
but you don't need someone telling you otherwise. Yeah.
But Chelsea, when you reply to them, are you not fueling the fire a bit?
100%. I think after the first couple of replies, then I'll think, no, I need to have a word with myself, step back and take myself out of that situation. I'm definitely fueling it. I should never ever reply. But sometimes I can't help myself. It's hard
because if you've got a feeling as well, you're going to get angry as well, like anyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's talk about then, what effect does it have on you, your personality, your mood, your mental health?
It'll be one little thing they'll say,
and it gets to you,
and then you think like,
it's like you zone in. You can't not think of that one bit of criticism. Then
imagine you put on a banging outfit, right?
I get that every day.
I feel like,
yeah.
I've spent all this.
It's that kind of thing. Sometimes you get ready to go, you do something like, like a social media campaign or something,
you feel
and you're really proud of it. You feel, I was really cool, and then someone goes, "Mate, that was proper crap." That, and you think, "Oh, was it?"
It's that horrible.
And you ignore all the others and you think, "Oh,
yeah." You know that's gut punch you get when you get that bad comment. It makes you feel sick. It makes you feel nervous. It makes you feel like you're back at school.
You got girls in school. You got to think they're like 15, whatever. They upload their photos, and one girl might get like, I don't know, 300 likes. One might get 100, and it's like, oh, they're better than them. But that which I find weird.
It's scary.
It's weird that that's actually become a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got loads of followers on Instagram. Like.
Yeah, and I think like the extent that young girls go to now, like everything's moving a lot quicker than what it did to, and I blame that to social media.
Yeah, and it's just scary that
we had 33 tens in school. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I always had. I used to cut about in a Lacoste tracksuit and trainers and 110s and TNs and that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
You've all got loads of followers.
Yeah.
You have all chosen to go on your various reality shows or be in TV shows or Strictly or whatever it is. So off the back of that, you get like brand deals, you get other TV appearances, celebs go dating, all that kind of stuff. So do you think it's justified? Do you think it's fair when people say mean things? Are you public property?
I think this is a really good question. But you know what? No, I don't think it's ever right to attack somebody personally. I don't
think you should be nasty. No one's got the right to be nasty.
No,
but what have they got the right for? Because it sounds like a book.
No, because
do you know if somebody said to me, right, Chel, you're a shit actress. Right, that's your opinion. Take that on board too.
That's all it is opinion.
But when somebody's saying you cannot look after your baby, I think that's where it's game over. I think it's boundaries again.
I
think you're attacking me personally and my daughter.
I know what you mean. So
I don't think somebody should have an opinion on that. But
that is
my work, maybe.
That is.
But that's what I'm saying. Because say you've done a brand deal, right? And someone said you look really fat and ugly in that. Right, but that's bad. You've got no way. But they said, but if they said, "Oh, I don't like the product," well, that's fine. You haven't got to buy it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think, I don't think like as well. You're attacking somebody's appearance as well, and that's the majority of what people do.
But for example, a lot of people will do a beauty advert on your Instagram, and then someone says you look ugly. Have you not just willingly put yourself out there for criticism because you've put that selfie up of you going,
Well, I don't think you can never excuse the fact that they're saying someone about somebody's appearance. difference. I really don't. I think, no.
I just think anything personal you can't really say about it.
Because that's why people are like depressed and whatever, because people are attacking how they look, and it's just not fair.
What about people?
You can't help how you look,
but you get criticised for everything though. Like, you know, anything you do on there, it's every single thing.
And that's going back to, you're never going to make everybody happy.
What about the people that say though, like, you're getting paid loads of money? Do you know what I mean? Take it on the chin.
Everyone's got to make a living. I've got a baby
Yeah, but
to
you're not-
How do you know? How do you know they're not caked? Do you know,
Yeah.
they might be Keiko, just going, don't like you.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? You don't know that.
Yeah, but it's, I think like,
Keiko.
it's different. They're not paying us.
Final question then. Social media. Good or bad, Jack?
Good at times.
No, that's not the question, is it?
Was it though?
Good or bad?
Was it just one? What?
You can only say good or bad.
Can I? Oh, it's good then, isn't it? Because it's not going to go anywhere, and I do spend a lot of time scrolling through it. But like, I don't want that to come across wrong, because it can be bad at times. But I suppose it's the individual, isn't it? It's a really hard question.
rather have it than
I'll
not.
get criticised for every one I say.
Yeah.
When I?
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
If I say it's good, I go, I can't believe you just said that.
Yeah.
If I say it's bad, I go, well, you use it. It doesn't really matter, does it? What I say. You can just, it doesn't really
He's
matter.
talked himself into it.
I argue with myself.
Yeah, he's
Your head's blowing
Who am I
up.
arguing with?
Chelsea, good
Can
or bad?
I say in between? I think it's
Go on.
good for some things and it's bad for other things. Is that?
Yeah, I'll let you have that off.
Yeah.
It is true that there's some balance, isn't it, Alex? What
Yeah.
are you saying?
I can only talk for myself because that's the only person that I can talk for, and I'd say it's good for me.
Yeah.
It's like a personal outlet for my creativity and like what I enjoy doing and my passions. And I'm just quite good at detaching myself from
Yeah.
the hatred that comes my way quite often, which is fine.
If you had a message to your trolls, what would you like to say to them? What would you ask them?
Be constructive with your criticism.
I tell them to take time with what they're gonna say,
Take time.
because I'll bite back. Take
Yeah.
time.
Watch your back.
Yeah, basically, don't say anything to Chelsea.
No, I'm playing. Yeah, I think just always be kind.
Yeah, it's the same. Like, just don't be horrible.
Everyone has
like,
feelings.
Like, do you know what I mean? I don't think that because we say something so nasty, we do see it. We are going to see it sometimes, do you know what I mean? And we have got the same feelings you got. Imagine I said it to you. Would you be happy?
Not really.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for joining us, you guys. And if you want more Don't Filter Feelings, you can search the hashtag or check out Hollyoaks on your social feeds. And if you've been affected by anything you've heard on this podcast or seen on Hollyoaks, then there's help and support at channel4.com/support. We really hope you've enjoyed this podcast, and it would be amazing if you leave us a rating and review the episode wherever it is you listen, because more ratings and reviews means more people will hear about the podcast. So please do take a second to spread the word for us. Coming up in the next episode of Don't Filter Feelings.
You need to talk about this, because we are able to do that. In becoming a spectacle, we're able to make magic happen that you're not able to do when you're immersed in your regular everyday life as a community member.